Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Charlie with 4BZ Truth. Hanging with my little son and my firstborn son here. My firstborn, as in my firstborn uh, dog. He's uh, he's become a patriarch of all our animals, and he's now 13, and his name's Jax. Come here, bud. You want to say hello? Yeah, he's a good boy. I've been kind of reflecting on some of um, the life changes I'm approaching here. Um, I am turning 40 in like a couple weeks, and actually April 8th is my birthday. But my my dog Jax here is a pug, and he lost his best friend Mia a couple, not quite a couple years ago, about a year and a half ago. And she was 6 months older than him, but she just got real sick. Hey Theo, don't do that, bud. Put it down. Um, every time I get on here, my son just starts doing things I tell him not to do. I'm watching you. Don't do it. Come here. You need to come here. You get to be on my video now. Come here. You want to come in the trampoline? I'm in the trampoline here. Heck yeah. You gonna come up? All right. So, anyways, yeah, Mia got real sick and was in pain all the time, shivering, and started losing her bowels, and it was pretty sad. So we ended up putting her down, and then now Jax started losing his bowels, which was really sad because now the last few days hasn't been as bad, but for about a week he was just pooping the bed every night, and it just reminds me that time just goes by real fast, and you know my so I was listening to Pandora, and I decided to make a Pandora radio station called Jars of Clay Radio. I used to listen to Jars of Clay a lot when I was in like junior high, and then it kind of plays like all my favorite like '90s Christian alternative music or whatever it is, and I just am having nostalgia, reflecting on all that stuff, and now I've gotten into this mindset of trying to figure out reality and truth and things like that. And then I remember that a lot of that nostalgia that I feel is actually what feels real to me. It's like the thing that I relate to the most. And it's weird. It makes me feel even older because a lot of people are like that when they're getting older. They just kind of stick with their Theo, I'm watching you. Come here. Come here. It's hard to be a parent and do this at the same time. Come here. I need you to come here. Drop it. Oh, well, here's the young girls here. What are you doing? Young as in 4 years old. Um, but Theo, I'm watching you. Come here. You're ruining my video. Just kidding. It's what I get for making a video when I'm hanging out with him. But you want to come up and say hi? You have a piece of ice that I told you not to get. Oh, no eating it. Watch. Hey, don't go out. Jump, jump, jump. I want to show everybody you can jump. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Making daddy bounce, too. Good job, bud. Oh, my little friend. So back to the nostalgia. I actually feel like he is not listening to me. If you get it, I'm going to spank you. Remember I said I'll spank you if you mess with it anymore? And yes, I believe in corporate punishment. this is kind of backfiring, but this is the real me, so take it or leave it. And I'm sure there's plenty of you who will leave it. That's all right, whatever. I don't do this for those who just want to be entertained. I'm trying to relate to people, to be honest with you. I'm hoping to find people that can relate with me. So, anyways, so I started listening to this Jars of Clay radio, and and then DC Talk and a lot of the Newsboys, all the older stuff that I used to listen to, and it reminded me that I was a musician in my earlier life, and I used to really enjoy playing music. And honestly, I got up in front of a lot of people, being a worship leader, and there was part of me that I've left behind in a lot of ways, being a dad, and I've kind of taken on this, being a YouTube channel, and I've come to realize that our world is nothing what it was. It's nothing of what it was 10 years ago, let alone 30 years ago. So yeah, I mean, this stuff is like 30 years old, that music I'm listening to, 25 to 30 years old. So it just makes me think how life is fleeting, and we got to do what we can with the time that we have. I don't want to just sit here and look for entertainment, look for ways to pass the time. The best way to pass the time for me is spending time with my son, uh, or my wife, or my other son, or my dogs. My little friend here, Jax. He's a good boy. He loves just hanging out with his dad, and I don't think we'll have another year with him. To be honest with you, he's 13. He'll be 14 in November, so that's pretty old for a dog. Um, but just as I think about it, it makes me feel sad. But he's been an asset to our family, and been a very lucrative part of my marriage, to be honest with you. I mean, I remember getting him as a puppy, just like he wasn't even 2 months old when we got him, and now he's 13. Look at all that gray man. Whoa, he was a good puppy, and I still have old videos of him when he was just barely 6 months old. He was so cute. But so I guess the reason I'm kind of talking about all this stuff, and anybody that's patient enough to stay in this video, because I kind of bounce all over the place. But that's kind of the way my life has been lately, just bouncing from one thought to the next, trying to stay focused on what's important, feeling very motivated to transition to my next phase in life, which is probably going to be a business owner that is solely dependent on my ability to drum up business. And I've had this business active as a LLC for exactly 1 year in April, I think. So now, what do? I'm kind of waiting, because I don't know if everybody realizes, but my wife and I haven't been on the same page with running the business thing. I've had my failures in the past. I used to refurbish appliances and resell them, and I've had my times when I did really well with that, but sometimes it just nothing. And my wife is scared, but I'm at this point now where like I'm gonna pretty much if I get laid off from this job, I'll probably end up fallen back on this. And the nice thing is they'll give me a severance, hopefully. Maybe I shouldn't even count on that. But if it's true, then I'll probably have a month or two to launch the business. That should give me enough time to really start beating the pavement, and I'll be paid during that time. So, anyways, but yeah, so nostalgia, life is fleeting, and oh, did you do something? Are you building a sandcastle in your turtle sandbox? Anyways, yeah. So when it comes to like hanging out with my son, sometimes when I jump on these videos, he starts acting up, which is a sign that I probably shouldn't do that in front of, while he's with me or while I'm watching him, I guess. And, you know, there's always going to be those things that, get in the way of our attempts to make a difference. And, sometimes it's just important to really focus on what's important. You prioritize what is most important, which is, for me, my little boy. What I should do is turn this video off and just go give him a big hug, a big kiss on the head, and say, "I love you, my little boy. You're my best friend." Because that's literally how I feel about it. And then I have my chickens and everybody that tries to contribute to my life. And it's such a nice day out. I'm sitting here in my jacket, but the sun's kind of belting, or almost burning me through my jacket. But it feels like it's in the upper 40s right now, but um, the sun is very warm, nice. Oh, looks like I'm getting some blooms on my apium tree. I don't know if you can see that. Uh, um, that anytime you have blooms on a tree, I believe those blooms are the early starts of little fruits that are coming out on them. So once all the leaves and everything, or the blooms fall off, then the little fruits are going to start growing in. It looks like there's a lot of them. That's good. All right, so okay, so to wrap up this video, I'm just going to say I just wanted to talk to you guys just because I'm in a spot right now where you guys are very important to me, but because I'm spread thin, I'm prioritizing life and my family above. But at the same time, I'm dedicated to everybody that listens and follows me on this channel. My hope is that I'll give you tools or find ways to pursue truth. That's kind of my goal with this channel, is pursuing truth. But when I reflect on the nostalgia of my early Christian childhood, I realize that is the most peaceful, happy feeling that I've had in my life, is my love for music and my love for God early on in my life. And I just feel like God wants to transform us. Hey, Callie. No. But I'm glad that you guys could meet all my dogs and you haven't really met all my chickens yet, but I have some very friendly chickens. Maybe I'll do that on another video, introduce you to my chickens. All right. Have an amazing day. It is Sunday currently, early, like probably, or it's about 11:30 a.m., maybe 12, and just enjoying a beautiful day is all. Feeling really good about things. And it's almost better when I'm not focused on the reality of everything that's happening in the world. But you can't run away from the truth, even if it doesn't feel good. All right, I'll talk to you guys again soon. I'm about to make another video about a response that I have for somebody on a near-death experience forum that I was responding to, and honestly, I have so much to say, and I just don't have the time to type it out. So I'm going to make a video about it, and I'll send it to her on the little feed. But be looking for that. All right, guys. Talk to you later. Bye.